or the number or the municipality or city that will answer his or her question. So we would like to start off with our first press judge. We have Miss Melanie Lim from DYWC.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The first candidate, the lady I would be addressing my question to, is Miss Ruby Val Torres, candidate number 7. Valencia. Good evening, Ruby.
Good evening to ma'am.
Yes. So I'd like to find out from you, Miss Ruby, what or who inspired you to join our Miss Negros Oriental 2023 pageant?
Thank you so much. It's about what inspired me to join this competition. It is the issue that our community is facing today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have this issue, which is poverty. I know poverty is a common and it's constant, but I am here not to prevent but to lessen. Imagine poverty as a puzzle, and each pieces represents a solution. That's why people really must work together to find and fit these pieces. Because I do believe that addressing this kind of concern requires not just only individual effort, but most importantly, a collective action through policies. In this way, we could definitely create a clear picture of prosperity and hope for all. Thank you, everyone, and please enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you, Ms. Torres, Ms. Valencia, candidate number 7.
Thank you so much once again, Ms. Valencia. And for the information of everybody, our candidates will only be answering one question from our press people without any follow-up questions whatsoever. Up next, we have from Radio Bandera, Mr. Boy Pilongo.
Alright, the lady that I will be addressing my question is Kyla Danielle Ada L of the municipality of Pindoy. Alright, so good evening, Miss Pindoy.
Good evening to you, sir.
How are you tonight?
Well, naturally I'm feeling very nervous, but also very exhilarated and excited on what's to come, so let's go.
Okay, so here's my question. As a millennial and a beauty pageant enthusiast, how do you deal with the failures and criticisms? Again, as a millennial and a beauty pageant enthusiast, how do you deal with the failures and criticisms?
Well, through my journey as a beauty queen from Bindoy, I have faced a lot of criticisms, it's true, and it has really put me down. It has caused a lot of upsetness inside of me, and what really uplifted me was reminding myself that there are people behind me, picking me up whenever I'm down, and I'm so happy of my family, my friends, all of the Bindoyanons, because my fellow Bindoyanons are very supportive of me no matter what. And I am so thankful for them. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again, Miss Pindoy, Kyla Daniel Diet. Our next question will come from our press person representing DYRM and Via Radio, Ms. Sherlyn Abelia.
Contestant number 1 from Himalaya, Leanne Marie Gayatin. Hi Leanne, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, you feel so glamorous tonight. Now,
I could see you almost have a perfect body and good looks. My question is, if you could change one non-physical thing about yourself, what would it be and why?
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. If I could change one non-physical thing about myself, that would be my indecisiveness. Throughout the years, my indecisiveness has been a hindrance in my success. And just like at this very moment, I'm not sold on what I should say to the public, but I believe in myself enough that I can overcome this indecisiveness and have courage to show up and make the right decisions, or even then not the right decisions. Just at the end of the day, to make a decision really. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, candidate number 1 from the municipality of Himalalod, Leah Marie Gayatin. And now let's give the floor to Ms. Maritoni Salforo of TYGB and Phil Products.
Good evening. My question is for candidate number 5, Ms. Giselle Jean Rufino. Good evening to you, Miss.
Good evening, ma'am.
My question for you, Miss number 5, since the assumption of Negros Oriental Governor Manuel Chaco Sugarbanilla, based on your observation, what is or what was the most or the best thing that happened in the Negros Oriental? Please support your answer.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Based on what I have observed with our new governor, well, I can't say yet that everything has already changed. I am not saying it already changed right now, but we are all as Negrenses, people of Negros Oriental are expecting more, and I believe our governor and with the rest of the government officials will do its best to improve the tourism, not only the tourism, but the whole Negros Oriental as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, we have Lizelle King Rufino from Pasay. And now we would like to give the floor to Ms. Jennifer Hilos from the Philippine Information Agency.
Good evening, everyone. We'd like to hear from Maria Nicole Rizalin. We'd like to hear from Ms. Rizalin. What social issue would you like to discuss if you got to meet Senator J.B.L. Sito personally?
Well, a social issue that I would like to discuss with Mr. Ejercito would probably be the lack of education. If only confidential funds from the government would be allocated to educational facilities perhaps, then most probably our students, the underrepresented people of the country would be educated, and this would lead to economic growth as well that would benefit the whole community. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tanay, Maria Nicole Gonzalez. And we give the microphone once again to Ms. Melanie Lim, who will ask the question to our next candidate.
Okay, thank you very much. May I address my question to candidate number 2, and it's Miss J.L. Rainish, National of Gihungan City. So, do I pronounce your name right?
Yes, you got it.
Okay, thank you. So my question for you is, why do you think that it is important for us to celebrate Buglasan Festival?
Buglasan Festival occurs once a year, and it celebrates us Negrosanans. And to be celebrating Buglasan, it is a pride and honor for us here in Negros Oriental to showcase our tourism, our agriculture, everything that we have to offer to the world. And it is something so important because we are confident that we have a beautiful province and we have a beautiful people here as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much from the city of Gihungan, J.L. Rainish, National. And of course, we have one candidate left in the first batch. We have, of course, Erica Jean Canayday. Please approach the microphone as Mr. Boy Pilongo from Radio Bandera will ask you a question.
Alright, so good evening, Ms. Santa Catalina.
Good evening, sir.
Alright, so my question is, the new branding campaign of the Department of Tourism is Love the Philippines. For you, how do you show your love to the Philippines, specifically your love for the province of Negros Oriental?
Thank you for the wonderful question, and good evening, everyone. How do I show my love to the Philippines? When we say love, others may say that this is for intimate relationships. But when we say love for the Philippines, this is when we showcase what we have as a Filipino. And for me, one great way to showcase what Filipinos can offer is through pageants like this. Because pageants like this offers beautiful women to showcase their advocacies. And as for me, I am an advocate for women empowerment and of course tourism. But I would like to mainly focus on women empowerment, fostering body positivity and eradicating discrimination. Because I was once a victim of bullying, and it hurts me seeing women like me experiencing those kind of discriminations. So before I leave the stage, I would like to share to everyone that God has sent me here because I have to allocate my ministry. And that ministry is to inspire and motivate others that if I can do it, then you can do it too. This is once again your candidate number 6, and once again, good evening.
Well said, once again from Santa Catalina. What wonderful answers from our first batch, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have a new roster of candidates on stage to answer a question from our judges. So this time, let's welcome once again Miss Sherlyn Abelia, who will ask our next candidate a question.
Diane May Gedorno. Hi, Diane.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Okay. Feel relaxed by now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my question is, one of the law that Senator J.B. Ejercito has sponsored is the universal health care. Now, do you think affordable health care for all citizens of the country is a right or a privilege, and why?
Thank you for that question. I think it is a privilege. Every Filipino has a right to have as a Filipino have the privilege to have a health care for all. And I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again, representing Valle Hermoso, Dayan May Gidorio. And now let us welcome our next media person to ask a question to our candidates, Ms. Maritoni Sanpolo.
Good evening again. My question is, may I address my question to candidate number 13?
Candidate number 13, and we would like to inform everybody that we have a deaf candidate from the municipality of Manhuyan, so she will be using her deaf interpreters to answer the question tonight.
Okay, thank you. Since I believe candidate number 13 is not only deaf, but I believe she cannot speak. She can speak. Okay, my question, since she has a interpreter, my question is for Miss number 13, candidate number 13, Miss Kilian, or Kilian, I'm sorry, Kilian Baldivar. Miss Kilian, how do you feel right now?
To be honest, ma'am, I feel good. I feel nervous, but at the same time happy seeing a lot of people here because it's first time to show myself as a deaf, and I'm just so happy to represent Manhuyan and the deaf community as well.
Thank you. But that was not my question. My question is, what is the best message you can give for the people of Negros Oriental, Miss Manhuyan, in your sign language, and please the translator to interpret for us?
Thank you for that wonderful question, ma'am. The message that I'll be giving to all the people of Negros Oriental is for to present myself that I am a person with disability and also my community. And for the different communities also to see our community that we can, and we can all be inclusive. And we can also develop and can also advocate for our rights and for the purpose why I am here in this pageant. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, representing the municipality of Manhuyan and her community, we have Kilian S. Bangalavar. Up next, we would like to request Ms. Jennifer Tilos to ask the next question.
Good evening, Maria, Giselle, Reyes. So let's hear the answer of Ms. Reyes. So, what do you think? What's the best of Negros Oriental that you could offer to the rest of the world? And why do you consider it so?
I think that the best thing that we could offer to the rest of the world is our tourism. You know, in my beloved La Libertad, we have a Pandanya Festival, and it is a celebration of harvest. And the fiber that we could get from pandan leaves, we always make it into bags or wallets or pots, and it is traditionally woven by women. And I see this thing as empower women in the community, and I am very proud that this culture has been being preserved and continuously valued through the collaborative effort of our local government unit and its residents. So I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again, Maria Giselle Regis from La Libertad. And now Ms. Melanie Lim will now be picking the next candidate who will answer the question.
Thank you. I'd like to address my next question to candidate number 11, and she is Miss Venus Marcel Yap of Zamboanga. Okay, good evening, Venus. Yes. So, I'd like to ask you, Venus, what makes Negros Oriental garbo sa Kabisayan for that matter?
So I believe that Negros Oriental is a first language is Cebuano, and I believe that we need to be proud of that because this is the province where Cebuanos are born, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Venus.
Thank you so much once again from the municipality of Zamboanga, Venus Marcel. Yeah. Up next, I'd like to call in Mr. Boy Pilongo to ask the next question, please.
May I call Miss Batong. Miss Batong is salida to use shower.
Yes.
Okay, so good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Alright, so my question is, if crowned Miss Negros Oriental 2023, how would you actively promote Negros Oriental on a global scale? Again, if you are crowned Miss Negros Oriental 2023, how would you promote our province on a global scale?
Thank you for that question, sir. We all know that Negros Oriental is composed of different cultures, different tradition, and different beliefs. And right now, we are here celebrating the very essence of what makes us unique. Just like this pageant's commitment towards inclusivity, it's such an honor for me to be part of a platform that celebrates diversity. From the inclusion of an inspirational candidate who is deaf, someone like me representing a different race, and even a woman with naturally low volume hair delivers a powerful message to us that our diversity is our strength, and it is a cause for celebration. By celebrating our differences, we are bridging gaps, and by that, we are promoting positivity in our community. And if we can make this as simple as we can, then we can promote a compassionate and understanding environment where every one of us will thrive towards an inclusive and equitable society. And I believe that is something that the very essence of Negros Oriental that we can showcase to the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again. I got to show on Bako. And now we have Ms. Shirley Novelia to ask the next question.
Miss Izeth May Kalumba, Miss Canlaon City.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, now the province of Negros Oriental has spent millions for tourism industry. In fact, in Canlaon City, there are a lot of tourist attractions that Governor Chaco Gaviria has poured in more investment in your city, right? Now, Ms. Yvette, I would like to ask, what more in Negros Oriental that tourism will be given strength?
Thank you for that question, ma'am, and good evening. Negros Oriental is a home of unlimited possibilities. We have beautiful tourism destinations, and of course we have a booming economy. But apart from that, is we have people who flourish it. And I think when we go to three initiatives, which is education, participation, and action to the people, we can reinforce a positive tourism where we can showcase the people what we have here in Negros Oriental. After all, the people, the Negrosanon, are the next big thing, and we should be equitable. We should be holistically prepared to what is coming for realization of our dream. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much once again, Izeth May Kalumba from the city of Canlaon. And our final candidate in the second batch comes from the municipality of Milan. You may now take center stage as our next judge will ask you the question.
So the next, my next question is for candidate number 12, Miss Aman. She's Miss Leslie Jane Montesini. So, my question for Ms. Montesini is, what is the best message that you can give? I'm sorry, this is my question for Ms. Manuel. Now, if given the chance by the provincial government of Negros Oriental to make a tagline or slogan, since we have our slogan, Bangon Negros Oriental, what original tagline or slogan can you think of that would help promote the province of Negros Oriental as a premier tourist destination? Please elaborate your answer. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. As we all know that our tagline is Bangon Negros Oriental. And for me, I would make a tagline that would say Padayon Negros Oriental. We, Negrosanos, we have warm hearts and warm smiles. We are hospitable. And with that, we can truly bring the essence of being a Negrosano, not just the tourism or not just our culture, but also bring the smiles, because I do believe that tourism doesn't mean attractions, doesn't just mean adventure, but also the people. Because without our people, we cannot live, we cannot bring the tagline of Bangon Negrosanon or Padayon Negrosanon. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again, Leslie J. Montesino from Amlan. And that ends the second batch of candidates at Be Out, ladies and gentlemen. And I bet our last batch of candidates are very much eager to answer their questions. So let's begin as we, of course, pass on the mic to Ms. Jennifer Tilos for the next candidate.
Next, we have candidate number 18 from Bain City, Nathalie Magat. Good evening, Ms. Magat.
Good evening, ma'am.
So what do you think is the biggest problem facing young people today?
What I think is the biggest problem young people these days is the lack of access to education. And that's why I am advocating for quality education, that it should not just be a dream, but it is a fundamental right and a powerful catalyst that brings a positive impact in our society. And I believe that such issue would would empower this advocacy, that it lays the foundation to create a brighter future for everyone, empowering our young minds to reach their full potential and to contribute meaningfully to our society. And I believe that by equipping our youth with the knowledge and skills, they would be able to survive in our society. And by championing such advocacy, it would eradicate such problems, and we can invest for the prosperity of our community and a promise of better tomorrow for the generations to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much once again, Ms. Nathalie Magat from the city of Baguio. And now we return to Ms. Melanie for the next question.
Thank you. I'd like to address my question to candidate number 21, and that is Ms. May Justine Diploma of Bayawan City. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, May. I'd like to ask you, May, if ever you won the crown of Miss Negros Oriental 2023, what legacy would you like to leave as a Miss Negros Oriental?
As we all know, beauty pageant is a platform wherein we women are given a chance to promote our advocacies and to raise awareness for social issues and certain causes. And I think that if I were to win Miss Negros Oriental 2023, the legacy that I would leave is the legacy of cultivating a sense of purpose to our youth
and by doing so, we can use we can utilize the. I'm sorry. By doing so, we can utilize the youth of today's generation to reach their full potential, and at the same time for us to have an amazing place wherein the youth could have the chance to be leaders. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's May Justin Diploma from the city of Bayawan. Up next, we have Mr. Boy Pinongo to ask the next question to our next candidate.
May I call Miss Tanusi. Miss Tanusi, good evening sa mga
Good evening, sir.
Okay, so my question is, if given a chance to win as Miss Negros Oriental, what advocacy will you promote and why?
Well, I have always been vocal about wanting to be in the medical field. Specifically, currently I am taking a Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Silliman University. And by then, if I am to be crowned as the next Miss Negros Oriental, I will be able to live an initiative that surrounds on creating an effective healthcare service. A service that would teach Hosenians on basic first aid trainings, which in fact I have drafted my proposal to Mayor Melnick Logroño. At the same time, with this initiative, it would positively influence future medical professionals to fully conquer their dreams in the line of medicine. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have Samantha Jairibina Flores from San Jose. And now let's welcome Ms. Shirley Novelia for the next question.
Contestant number 16. We have Mary Flor May Yunte.
Excuse me, ma'am. That's actually Mary Lore.
Mary Flor.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's fine.
Hi.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
So you're representing for the Miss Cebulla.
Yes, that's correct.
How do you feel by now?
I feel wonderful knowing that I have my friends there, my family, my relatives, and the whole Cebullanos to support me tonight. I feel amazing.
Okay, yes, Mary Lord, rather.
Yes.
My question is just so simple. What is the biggest challenge the young women facing today?
Well, before I answer your question, I would love to greet our visitors tonight that came all from different places all the way from the Philippines. Hello, ma'am and sir. Good evening and welcome to my Negros Oriental. Now, back to the question. The biggest challenge that women are facing today is being independent. Because I do believe, for me, that being independent is really hard since we are used to our parents being by our side, in our back, supporting us, helping us, and guiding us in making decisions. And growing independently is really hard if you are used to someone being by your side. But despite that, being independent is just proves how responsible you are, how mature you can be, and how mature your mindset can be. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, Mary Lorme Yunting of Cebulla. And now Ms. Mary Tony Salvoro will now be asking the question to one of her last three girls on stage.
Thank you, sir. May I call on candidate number 15? She's Miss Mary Joy. Gibron or Gibron?
It's Veroy.
I'm sorry. Thank you for the correction. My question for Miss Veroy is, do you speak Bisaya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. How old are you, ma'am?
I am 21.
Thank you. My question is, Bisaya. Bilang usa ka batanon o usa ka maayo nga constituent sa Negros Oriental, since ikaw representante sa inyong munisipalidad, where you came from or where you come from, my question is, unsa unsa ka dasig ka sa imong unsa imoy kadasig sa imong isig usa ka batanon nga mamahimong usa ka maayong lumulubyo sa probinsya sa Negros Oriental ug maayo nga magdala sa ato ang kaugmaon o future sa ato ang mga kabataan nga kini makadasig usab sa ato ang kagamhanan sa probinsya nga makita nga ang mga kabataonan dunay maayong kaugmaon. Thank you.
Thank you. Since I was been volunteering to different organizations, I was able to find out that through volunteering, through helping, I can be able to give the best service that I can to the youth. And currently I was running as an SK chairman in my barangay, and probably I wanted to become a great leader to our youth, and through this platform, I can be able to uplift the youth for their greater future, and I can give the best service to them. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again. We have Mary Joy Biroy from Ayungwan. And now Ms. Jennifer Tilos will ask the next question.
Let's hear from candidate 17, number 17. Frolene Palencia of Darwin. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, so what do you think are the qualities should Negros Oriental title holder should have?
For me, the best quality of being a Miss Negros is beautiful, not only in the outside and the appearance, but also the inside. She is empowered, compassionate, and give others a chance to give their qualities and opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again, Ms. Dawin. We have Ms. Frolene Palencia. And now we have one candidate left on stage, and she is Ms. Tayasan, who will answer the question from Ms. Melanie Lim.
Thank you. Good evening, candidate number 20.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, this is Miss Lorvia Venjola of Tayasan.
Yes, ma'am.
So, is it Lorvia or Lorvia?
It's okay if you will call me Lorvia, and it's okay as well if it's Lorvia.
Okay. So, Lorvia, I'm pretty curious. If a tourist approached you, what do you think is the best pasalubong item that you can recommend to a tourist coming from your hometown, your beloved Tayasan?
I strongly believe that Tayasan has a lot to offer, and I would greatly give a pasalubong to a tourist. The pasalubong that I would give to a tourist is our manok nga Bisaya. I know that this is famous, and a lot of people would come to our municipality just to taste the yumminess, the deliciousness of our delicacies. And I strongly believe that without the manok na Bisaya, Tayasan as well will not become a Tayasan. Without its people, Tayasan wouldn't become Tayasan. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorvia.
Thank you so much from the municipality of Tayasan, Lorvia Venjola. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Can we give one resounding round of applause once again to all our 21 candidates for courageously and confidently answering these questions. Now I tell you, those were just a sneak peek of what our candidates can offer, and I think we have such an incredible, intelligent roster of candidates this year. I'm pretty much certain that our press people will definitely have a hard time choosing just 3 out of 21.